Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me again today. We're going to work with Hey Birthday Chick cling mount stamp set today, and the coordinating birthday chick dies. Some really cute elements in there to cut out the main characters. We've got some little picket fences, and there's a happy birthday sentiment in there too. So really cool little bundle there. We're going to make a version of this card for you, okay, with these lovely little chicks dancing about there. So I've already done a bit of the stamping ahead of time, just so that you can see me do the colouring. So I've done that in Memento ink. And I'm just going to talk you through the colours I've used here. So we've got some light petal pink for the eggshell, just there. And we are going to use So Saffron, light So Saffron, for the little chick. These elements are so small, I'm not doing any blending with these at all. We've got Poppy Parade for the hat, and we'll also use that for the crest on the other chicken too, but we need to do that once we've done all the other little bits. And then we've got Mango Melody for the feet. And his feet too. Really tiny little details, just holding my breath there while I'm colouring. Daft, isn't it, really, what we do? Oh, and we've got his feet. Okay, so that's Mango Melody. And then I was going to just add some texture to that eggshell by just adding some of the ivory marker. So I'm just putting some speckles over the eggshell. It's super subtle, but I just think it just adds a little bit of that, you know, that mottled texture that you get on the shells. Okay, so that may not. So if I bring that up, there's just that sort of little sort of spotty sort of look to those eggshells. Okay. So our main chicken, I was kind of looking for a dirty white kind of look. So I've taken the smoky slate marker. Let's get the right end. And I'm going to add some shadow under his wing here. I keep saying his. They're girls, aren't they? These chickens. Under there, and there'd be a bit of a shadow behind the wing and behind the head, casting on the body there. So I'm just going to add that in there too. And then I'm going to use the lighter shade just to come over that. They look quite similar to start off with, but they dry back different. I'm just going to take that up the side of the body as well, and down from the tail just a little bit. Okay, so I want to give them some roundness, if you like, and then the magic's going to happen with the colourless blender. Oh, I haven't done his, it's alright, I'll do this first. So I'm just going to apply that colourless blender over there, and that's going to do its thing to diffuse that that colour, and it won't happen straight away, it'll take a bit of time to do. So just covering that whole lot there. with this clear marker, and that will do its thing. I just wanted to add some I'm going to use the dark marker, I think. Some of the dark marker to the wing. And just over the top of his head. Here we go again, it's not a girl, it's a girl, not a boy. Like that. Just a hint of it, the little light marker, just a bit. I'll do the same on those bits as well. Like I say, this won't show straight away the effect it's having, and it may take a couple of coats to do it, so that's working out quite nicely. So that looks really triangular at the moment, but once the blending has happened, it's going to look marvellous. So just bear with it. Okay, so that's drying back really, really nicely. Okay, so that's my chicken all done, and we're going to let that dry completely before we add the red, and then our balloon is going to be green this time. So this is shaded spruce. I'm going to go around the edge of this balloon, or near enough to the edge. And then we're going to come in from the bottom here and sort of colour in this bottom 2/3, if you like. Then going to add in the light marker like that. And there's just going to be a smidge of granny apple green in there. Now that's going to look a little harsh until it blends out properly, which it will. Go over that. And go over the dark again. So sometimes it's a case of just going back and forth until you get the look that you're after. And sometimes it's easier said than done. Okay, so that granny didn't work out quite as I intended. But what we could do is just add a little bit of the colourless blender on there, and that'll sort of lift up a little bit on there. So hopefully that will dry back a little bit more successfully than it has right now. I've got this weird line here, which is bothering me slightly. I'm not really sure why that is. Let's soften that a little bit. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. And we need to add his little I don't know why, but adding that red just all of a sudden makes the whole thing just pop. It's really, really bizarre. So there are coordinating dies, as I say. So we're just going to cut him out. determined this chicken's a boy, aren't I? You know what I mean. So we are going to have 2 runs of the machine, so we can get out both of our chicks. That's okay, it doesn't take a minute. So we'll run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And it just drops out. It's really, really brilliant. The dies are manufactured by Stampin' Up as well now. So and they work with the Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine absolutely brilliantly. Get a really good cut. There we are. So all of these little things are going to be stuck on with dimensionals, which we'll add in a moment. So we'll turn those over like so. But before I put this scrap of card away, just want to stamp my sentiment, and I've got tape all over me. Just one sec. Yeah. So I'm going to do that in the shaded spruce to match the balloon, and I'm going to use this scrap here, and we're going to do the Let's Celebrate You as we have done on the sample. So that can be for any occasion, can't it? Whatever we're celebrating. And we're using the rectangular postage stamp punch to cut that out. So we'll just centre that something like about there. Okay. Ooh, just put that punch away and stack it up so that it's nice and ready to go. So dimensionals then, the little chickens are just big enough for one of those large ones behind, and then 1 on the back of the balloon and 3 on there. I just want a couple behind that. I've already prepped the card. Okay, so I used shaded spruce for my card base. I've brought in the Mango Melody for the layer. Okay, that is, let me remeasure it. I was hoping I could remember, but I can't. So the Mango Melody piece is 3 3/4 by 5.5, and the Whisper White is 3 5/8, and it is 5 3/8 tall. I'm actually putting the sentiment down first. Let's put it the right way up, about there. Before we stick anything else down, I'm going to bring back in this ivory marker, and I'm going to put ground in, basically like that, and use the colourless blender there just to soften that out. Just go over that a couple of times, and that will just soften that line there. And then we need our lady with her balloons. I've just realised I want some, probably want some somewhere like that as well, because my little dancing chick's going to be down there. So it's going to tuck in just there. And we'll have our little cheerleader dancing chickens skipping about. Down here. And up there. And just a little bit, that balloon's dried back much better. The camera probably makes it look worse than it is. It tends to pick up all these fine lines that you don't see in real life. Okay, how's it looking? Hope you like that. And there's the original sample. So I've just bringing in the balloon colour into the card, just brings it all together. I wonder which you prefer. I think I like the red one. I just wanted to give you a different idea, maybe probably a little more masculine feel maybe to the green one. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. As always, description bar will have all the products I've used. Please do stop by, thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks everybody.